What's goody, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of When Mars and Venus Collide. Please hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that notification bell so you know when we upload new content. I appreciate everybody for viewing the videos. Keep rocking with us, please. Leave comments, leave your likes, dislikes, your criticisms, whatever. That's why we're here. We're trying to build a community. Right now, we want to just get to 1,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel. I promise y'all, I'm going to keep getting better at this. I'm getting better with the editing, getting better with the talking. We're going to have fun over here, all right? Over here, we have discussions, not debates. We're not trying to argue. We're just trying to talk. You heard? So with that said, we're going to get into some videos today. Be back with my commentary. Let's go. Meet me in the comments.
Some of y'all gotta cut these women some slack because your mother is the same type of woman that you look down on. Let me cook for a second. Your mother is a hoe. Your mother has 4 children by 4 different men. Your mother lived on Section 8, but you applaud her and you cherish her and she's the greatest one to ever do it, right? Your mother didn't have shit. Your mother begged. Your mother was a bum. Your mother didn't look good without eyelashes. Your mother got a big ass back. Your mother wasn't even a good mother. But you don't feel that way about your mom. You love her more than anything in the world. But here it is. You'll slander these same women that have the same exact characteristics as the woman that you love more than anything in the world. Cut these women some slack because your mother is the same type of woman that you disrespect. Your mother is the same type of woman that you can't stand. Your mother is the same type of woman that you look down on. But I bet y'all won't repost this.
Hold on. Before y'all start going crazy, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ladies, before y'all start yassing and high-fiving.
Y'all gotta take it easy on some of these men, because these men are a spitting image of exactly what your father was. Your father was a bum. Your father was a brokey. Your father didn't make 6 figures a year. Your father never took your mother or any of his women to 5-star restaurants. Your father has never flown a woman to Dubai. He's never flown you to Dubai. He didn't even take you to Disney World. Your father never bought your mother or any of his women designer bags. But you love him, and he's the best man in the world, and he's the best thing to ever happen to you. So I'm trying to figure out, if your expectations are not high for the man who created you, then why would your expectations be high for the man that's penetrating you?
Boom. This is my 2 cents. So, first off, shout out to I Am Truth Hurts 357. Y'all go follow that brother on all platforms. As you can see, he keeps it fair on both sides, so I rock with homie. So this is not no disrespect to his points or nothing. I just have a little bit of a different outtake on it, right? When it comes to physical attraction, I don't think what your parent looks like has anything to do with it, right? I don't have an Oedipus complex. For those of y'all that don't know what an Oedipus complex is, that is when a child is sexually attracted to the other sex parent, right? So like a son that's sexually attracted to his moms or something like that. I don't have that, right? So I'm not looking at my mom as the archetype of the physical archetype of the type of woman I'm trying to date, right? In his example, he said, your mother don't look good without eyelashes. Your mother had a big back. Okay, right? That don't have nothing to do with anything. All right, let's look at it like this. That was a negative connotation. Let's take it with a positive one. Ladies, you don't think it would be weird if I said to you, damn, yeah, I like that you got a fat ass. I like ladies with fat asses. My mom's had a fat ass.
Hey, that was weird.
I don't look at my moms as what I'm looking for physically in a woman. Now, if we're talking about characteristic traits, that's a different story, right? If we're talking about personality traits and things like that, right? If I say, yeah, my mother was a kind woman or she was a nice woman, then yeah, that makes sense, right? I could say I want a woman that way, right? Or if you're a woman and you say, yeah, I want a man that stands on his word, that says what he means and means what he says, that's a different story, right? That's something you could take from your parent and say you want that in a partner. That makes sense, right? Secondly, I think if you grew up in a household, let's just say, using the words my brother I Am Truth 357 used, if your mom's was a hoe, if your mom's was a bum, right? If we take all of that into account, wouldn't we think that that child would be the expert of why he does not want a woman like that, right? Of course, we have different relationships with our parents, so we kind of we're forced into relationship with our parents, right? So even if you know your mother does have these qualities, she's still your mother, right? There's a bond there that supersedes people's behavior a lot of times, right? Because who knows, like he said, your mother could have been a bad mother, right? Where y'all don't even get along. But for the sake of argument, let's just say she does have those characteristics. She's still your mother. Let's just say your father does have characteristics of a man that's undesirable to you. You don't have that type of relationship with your father that you're going to have with a romantic partner, right? So it's going to be different, right? So I just say, from what I'm gathering, yeah, if you come from that type of environment, you shouldn't be condemning anybody just because they come from that. But at the same time, I can understand why, if you are familiar with whatever that characteristic it is, whether it's, your mom's got a big back or your father's a bum or whatever it is, you're allowed to look at that and see how that turned out and say, you know what, I don't want that for myself.
The only reason why I never dated a Black American man was only because of the way they treat their own women. I do not understand and can't register why, in order for you to attract other women, you have to bring down Black American women. When I first came in this country, I was talking to this guy. This guy literally felt like it was a good idea for him to sit in my living room for hours to talk trash bad about his own women. I was like, what? Are you talking bad about your mom? Because isn't your mom a Black American woman? So you're telling me that Black American women are hoes? Is your mom a hoe? This is so weird. It was just weird to me. And every time a Black American would come and talk to me, it was really similar. Like all the time they were like spending so much time. I don't understand why they felt like I will have joy in my heart or feel good about myself because they are bringing down their own women. So for me, that was the only turn off. It happened multiple times, so many times, and I absolutely do not know why. It was like, no, these people can't even respect their own women. They can't even value the women that they grew up with, the women that are similar to their own mother. What makes me think that there is going to be different with me? They can't even respect their own mom. Why would they respect me? So it is the only reason, and it was a big turn off for me. So I was like, it's not just for me.
Fellas, y'all gotta stop doing that. Like you heard the young lady say, I don't know why y'all think it's a flex to speak to women about other women, dog. That's never gonna work out in your favor, right? You might think you flattering this woman by putting down the other woman, but that's not how they see it, right? What y'all gotta realize is a lot of these conversations we have here, even though women are privy to them because it's open, it's for the internet, it's for the fellas, right? So it's not for you to go have these conversations with women. That doesn't make you look good, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And even to her own point, like that's how she's gonna take it. Like if you don't respect your own women, what makes you think you're gonna respect me? And here we go again with your mama black, right? But that's the downside of it, right? You can't speak like that to ladies. You can feel, like I said earlier, it's about not condemning, right? You can have those experiences with your own woman and then make up in your mind that's not for you, but that's an internal thought, bro. Keep that to yourself. You don't gotta tell a woman that. That's not gonna work out for you, fella. You heard? Like, stop doing that, right? Like I said, a lot of these conversations are for the guys and they're supposed to stay with the guys, meaning that's not for you to go bash women over the head with it, because you're gonna look like one of these incels. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work out for you.